Hello, Prue Jones from Place Coastal Property, bringing you the weekly property report. Today is Monday, September the 2nd. Well, the property market is continuing to thrive in spite of what we are reading in the media. And before I launch into the figures for last week, I think it's very important to understand and just to remember that the property market is very resilient in Australia. And despite what the paper reports every week, and despite what interest rates are in the general economy, everyone needs a place to live. And that's one of the key drivers of our property market. It's an essential part of our needs. So properties are continuing to sell. Yes, the supply is a little higher, but that will always balance out. And we are seeing some of the best buying conditions for buyers in the marketplace that we've seen for some time. And frankly, it astounds me that there are more buyers in the marketplace snapping up the bargains that are around. Because there's one thing to remember when you're buying property, that the price that you pay will never change, but the cost of the money, if you are financing, will. And we know that interest rates are going to come down shortly, and it will be a more affordable price. But of course, once interest rates come down, it's quite possible that property prices may rise again, and that you have no control over. So something to bear in mind if you are looking to buy in the next couple of months. And that would be the next, as I said last week, the prime times to buy in the next 3 to 6 weeks. And I think you'll find that in the passage of time, you will celebrate that decision. Last week, there were 8 sales across the suburbs that we track of Cape Schanck, Fingal, St Andrews Beach, Capel Sound, Tutgaruk, Rye, Rosebud, Blairgowrie and Sorrento. So a relatively quiet week. The top sale was $1,450,000 of a property on an acre, just under an acre. It was 4,130 square metres. At 7 Alexandra Crescent, it was a 4-bedroom single-level home, a sprawling property and extremely tidy, but original, so it would have been built in the 1980s, and but very well maintained, extraordinarily neat, good shedding, and not overly treed, lovely wide expanses of lawn. So it was a really beautifully kept property, that one in Alexandra Crescent. Next one is 74 Bona Vista Drive. The price was suppressed, was on the market for 57 days. The quote, when it launched, it was quoted at 1.5 to 1.6. It was reduced to 1,350,000 to 1,450,000, so quite a haircut on the price. But then it did sell. It was on 1,028 square metres. So I think it's safe to assume that it did sell in that range, in the 135 to 145. It may have sold under, hard to know, but the price was suppressed there. Another property at 35 Government Road. There's been a couple of sales in Government Road over the last 3 weeks. 3-bedroom bungalow, quite original, 943 square metres, but very close to the front beach, 765. So many bungalows have sold for 765,000. It seems to be a very popular price point at the moment. 76 Wanderee Street, again that price was suppressed, but it was on the market for 158 days, so quite a mammoth campaign. 742 square metres, single level brick property. Quote launched at 760 to 820 and then was reduced to 650 to 715. So again, well over 10% drop there in the quote, and it sold. So again, you can assume that it sold in the range. No sales in Blairgowrie, no sales in Sorrento, no sales in Cape Schanck, Fingal or St Andrews Beach. One sale in Tutgaruk at 33 Morris Street, a 4-bedroom home on 630 square metres, sold for $790. Very good value there. No sales in Capel Sound. Just 3 sales in Rosebud, 100 and 49 7th Avenue, which was a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom property on 398 square metres, sold for $645. 119 Rosebud Parade, a 2-bedroom property on 530 square metres, that sold for $625. And then an excellent result at 3 Currabong Avenue, which was a beautiful 4-bedroom home, a new build, 3 bathrooms and 2 cars on 420 square metres, single level property, sold for $1,110,000. So outstanding result there, but a beautiful property and very low maintenance. And those properties are quite popular for people who are downsizing and want the access to Rosebud amenities and the freeway, because Rosebud does have a lot of amenities. It has all the banks, great shopping, and of course the lovely front beach there as well, and quite closer to the freeway access and to Mount Eliza, Mount Martha and so forth. So not a very busy week last week, but there are, as I said last week, we have some beautiful homes coming to market. Across the suburbs that we track, there are 520 homes for sale, and there are 163 of them are in Rye, 146 of them are in Rosebud. Blairgowrie has 52 houses for sale, Sorrento 40, Cape Shank 12, Fingal 17, and St Andrews Beach 16. 38 properties for sale in Tutgarook and 36 properties for sale in Capel Sound. Those Rye and Rosebud certainly are tracking at quite a bit higher than is usual, but we know that this is just a cycle. Yes, there are more homes on the market than usual, but there will be buyers coming into the marketplace who will buy those properties. Everything eventually sells, and it's important that if you are looking to buy in the marketplace, don't be frightened of making offers on homes, and it's an important factor in starting negotiations when you look to purchase. That's all from me this week. Have a great week. Keep warm. I'm hoping that the weather will improve. I'm sure it will. I can see the temperature forecast starting to rise again. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all again next week.